Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ronaldo here. So, breaking news. You know the VAT that's going to increase on the 1st of May? And the reason for that is because the government couldn't somehow find the money that they needed to avoid the 0.5% VAT increase. Well, in the budget, we are hearing now that the government has allocated 1.35 billion, with a B, billion rand, for the taxi industry, for the COVID-19 relief fund. Yeah, that's right. We're in 2025, and yet the government has allocated money for the taxi industry. Now, please just help me out here. How much do you think out of 100% does the taxi industry contribute towards the fiscus? Meaning taxi operators that pay tax in South Africa. Be honest, out of 100%, what percentage do you think pay tax? Now, my suspicion is if it's 25%, that would be a lot. But irrespective, the government, pay for the loyalty, for the taxi industry to not close the roads and prevent traffic from congesting and any issues with the taxi industry. So it's almost like it's hush money, if you can put it that way. So for this financial year, so the allocation that they made available was 1.35 billion rand in total. And this year, the allocation has been 408 million rand. Let's have a look. So government allocates 408 million once off gratuity to taxi industry for COVID-19 relief. Literally 5 years after this started kicking in, now the government is doing this. Let's delve into what happened here. So 408 million gratuity for the taxi industry for COVID-19 relief is included in the 25-26 budget. BOSA argues the allocation lacks transparency and benefits a multi-billion rand industry that pays hardly any tax, showing the government's skewed priorities. Yeah, that's rich coming from BOSA that voted for a VAT increase. Now you want to act like the saviors by asking parliamentary questions. Why did you not do this before the budget was passed? Why are you doing it now after the budget was passed? Anyway, the article goes on about how Mmusi Maimane is trying to claim like he uncovered this when all you needed to do as a parliamentarian was actually read the budget, and then you would have had this information. So anyway, Creasy answered that Cabinet approved a once-off relief fund of 1.35 billion rand for the taxi industry in 2021 to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Everybody suffered during COVID, but yet the taxi industry are the ones that's benefiting the most. Due to a number of challenges, not all operators managed to access the relief fund, Creasy added. Okay, so clearly they don't need it then, right? Anyway, more than 56,000 eligible operating licenses on the system were still unpaid by March 2023, leaving 708 million rand unpaid. Cabinet approved an extension with 300 million disbursed in 24-25 and 408 in 25-26. Now, if you look at those two numbers, if you look at 708 million and you divide it by 56,000, then you roughly end up with about 13,000 rand. So how much did you get during COVID for, not being able to go to work or perhaps even losing your job? How much did you get? Well, the taxi industry, each individual taxi owner will get 13,000 rand in their pocket for merely being a taxi operator. So we know where the priorities lie in South Africa. I mean, here we have the government that says, we can't find money, we have to increase VAT, but yet they've got 1.35 billion rand to pay towards an industry that really does not pull their weight when it comes to paying taxes in South Africa. If 100% of the taxi industry had to pay their taxes, we would not have issues when it comes to having to get VAT increases or having to raise the income tax brackets for people, because it is such a lucrative industry, and because the industry has for many years gotten away with not having to pay taxes. SARS aren't interested in investigating them, but they're interested in investigating you. You know, if you didn't pay that R1,000 extra in tax that you should have paid, SARS will come after you. But the taxi industry is pretty much left unchecked. It's just absolutely absurd. It's insane that our government once again wants to punish those that either are the poorest of the poor or the ones that actually contribute by increasing the fiscus and obviously paying their taxes. And then the way that the government rewards these individuals is by paying 1.35 billion rand to the taxi industry that arguably doesn't, majority of them, or the overwhelming majority of the taxi industry does not pay taxes. That just shows how skewed the government's priorities are. We could have avoided the 0.5 VAT increase if you just took that money. But yet, no. The taxi industry has to be paid out for the suffering of 5 years ago, apparently. Once again, and as I always say, welcome to South Africa, because that's how we do business. And that's pretty much all I got to say. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. Please smash that like button. Please be sure to share this video far and wide. Share it on WhatsApp, on your favorite social media platform. And lastly, if you enjoy my content and you want to support this channel, then please consider becoming a member. You can do that by clicking the join button below. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Till later, cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say, I wear my massacre.